OK. This story. I knew you'd want this. Yes. Well, no, I'm not great with the old language barrier. I was in Spain, and I was in a restaurant, and I needed to use the facilities in this restaurant. So I popped off, and I don't want to go into too much detail, but I needed to drop the kids off at the pool. So I did that. I went to flush. Didn't work. Flushed again 6, 7 times. I tried to get it down, James. Would not go. So I was like, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm not just going to do a hit and run and leave it here. I'll go out and tell someone that there's a problem with their facilities. So I went out into the restaurant. I found the waiter. Unfortunately, he didn't speak a word of English. I didn't speak any Spanish. So I ended up having to kind of gesture to this man. It's like, yes, could you just come here? No, leave them alone. Yes, just follow me. I ushered him into the toilet, right? I pointed at my poo. Right? I went to flush. It went down straight away. How weird did I look? Like I just invited him into the toilet to say goodbye to my shit. Come on, let's give it a proper send-off. Flush. Rule Britannia.
Can we fly in a tissue for this young woman?
Oh, yeah, can we... a tissue.
Where's the bodyguard? I've made her lactate. We need some...
Oh, no. Oh, my God, I'm so organised. Wow.
Is it weird that you've got a box of tissues right beside your computer?
I think it's very odd. Welcome to my home. Something you recognised, was it a honeymoon couple on a plane?
There were, yeah, there was a couple they were on a honeymoon, and the plane hadn't yet taken off, and the woman who just gotten married just became violently and horribly ill on the plane. I mean, it was not like a pretty little, like, sick bag kind of thing. It was just like, I'm going to paint with my organs. Like, it was just crazy. And people were freaking out all over the plane, so they brought a stretcher down, and they put her on the stretcher, and they're wheeling her away, and, like, her new husband is just kind of cruising along with the thing, and he sees me, and he's like, Deadpool! No way! High five! And I'm like, what has she got? Like, what's happening? I don't wanna, like, he's like, let's touch eyeballs. No, like, and by the way, your wife is like half dead. Help her, man.
Oh, based on your experiences as a teacher.
Well, loosely, Graham.
Well, except you say that every time Greg's here, you tell us stories of being teacher, and I keep thinking, oh well, that's it now. He'll have told us you know, the funny things that happened to me as a teacher. But it seems like a bottomless pit. Like school trips, because school trips seems like that's when all rules go out the window for pupils, everybody.
And for teachers, I think.
Yeah.
I think. You've got to remember, when I first started teaching, I was 21 years of age, you know, and I was sent to Paris on a school trip. 3 of us, all of us in our early 20s, in charge of a busload of kids. It's frankly amoral.
What'd you get up to?
Do you know, it's awful. I can say it now. I'm never going to go back to teaching now, right?
I think it's unlikely. Yeah.
And I got really drunk with 2 friends in a hotel room when the kids were all in bed. Yeah. Like, really drunk. We'd had a bottle of tequila between the 3 of us. And then I heard kids running around. It's so bad, isn't it? Heard kids running around, and I'm quite good at pretending to be sober when I'm not. So I said, I'll go out and I'll deal with this to my friend Tony, who's still a teacher. And I went out, and there were these kids all in their nighties and pyjamas, all giggling, and I went out, what's going on here? And they were like, oh, sorry. I said, you know you should be in your bedroom. This is absolutely disgraceful. And I was doing a beautiful job when Tony came out of my room, and I don't know why, he was just in his boxer shorts. And a really big pair of boots. And he started going like this, you should be in bed. And I grabbed him by the face. I was so frightened. I grabbed him by the face and I just pushed him back into my room. I closed the door. One of the kids went, is that Mr. Stevens? And I went, yes, he's not feeling very well.
accepted it. What's odd is, because normally it was something so kind of computer animation and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of green screen and stuff, but you actually went to locations.
Yeah, I do think actually it's the great Jordan Vogt Roberts, who directed it, really was insistent that we go to places on Earth which are both beautiful and dangerous, so that it didn't feel like a digital environment. It felt like a real place. So we went to Oahu in Hawaii. Tough gig.
Dangerous, scary. I'm terrified, Tom.
Yes, very windy there sometimes.
Very windy.
We went
The
to...
umbrella blew out of my cocktail.
We went to Queensland in Australia.
That's scarier, I'll give you that. Yeah.
There are rainforests there, and they have the most, all the most dangerous animals in the world are in the state of Queensland in Australia. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, snakes, spiders.
Some of Queens are going, yeah! I escaped.
You know, and you'd see the funnel web spiders starting to...
Jesus.
It's like scary.
No.
Honestly, the people say come to Australia. They've got you're right. They've got the most poisonous spiders, snakes, jellyfish, sharks, crocodiles, and they walk around in flip-flops.
Yeah.
And I think
In your book, you tell a story of young love. I think you were on your honeymoon in Europe.
Yes.
And you were on you were driving but on a train.
We went to our travel agent to talk about this. We were mid-30s when we got married, and we knew that we wanted to start a family. So this was like it. We wanted this honeymoon to be really spectacular. Spent 5 weeks in Europe, and it was all over. So we started in Switzerland. We were going to rent a car and then go to Italy. And the travel agent says, oh, by the way, instead of driving around the Alps up and over, you take a train. It's a flatbed car. It takes 3 cars, bumper to bumper, on a flatbed car. And then they put, and then you go through the Alps. By the way, he says, wink, wink, there are 3 tunnels. The first tunnel is about 5 minutes. The second tunnel is about 8 to 10 minutes. The third tunnel is 50 minutes long.
Oh.
If you're a honeymooner, and I said, say no more. I'll give you the whole thing. So I told my wife, and she exhaled and said, okay. We're on the train. There's a van in front of us with a bunch of Italian families in front. And behind us, I mean, as close as you are, I can see the people behind us. 2 Italian couples. And so we start going, and we go into and it's a massive experience, emotionally and physically. And the wind is whipping through, and it's pitch dark. You cannot see anything. Wow. And it's fascinating. And we come out of the tunnel into the station, and I say to Robin, that's one. We go up, we start again, we go through the second. Pitch dark, can't see anything. We come out of it, that's 2. She's like, oh, God. Start the third tunnel, wait till it's absolutely pitch dark. Here we go. It's a small rental with a stick shift, and I'm like trying to get my trousers off. She's trying to lower her chair, and we can't see anything. You cannot see anything, so it's all by feel. And it's like, what's that?
Awesome.
And amazing. One thing I learned for sure is that never be completely nude when transferring from one seat over the stick shifter. Keep your trousers on and do it afterward.
Then decant.
But,
See, funny, I would recommend it, but that's...
Sorry, no, hold on. So we are in flagrante, as they say, and I don't know where to put my hands or something, and my wife is just, come on, just, Now, what's happening is that my eyes are adjusting. I can see her profile. She's a beautiful woman. Love her with all my heart. And I can see her, and it's her pretty face, and it's great. And I think the eyes are getting... No, the eyes aren't getting used to total pitch black. What happened is that we were coming to a station. And we came... Boom! Sunlight, everything. Now imagine I'm like this, right? On top of my... I can see the two couples, the Italian couples, in the car behind us with their wine. And and the women are going, stop it, stop it. And my wife says those 3 words to you, who every husband wants to hear. Get off me. So I get off, the Italian family, the grandmother's turning the heads of the children, and I'm struggling to put my trousers back on. And I never found out, we never found out, if this was a gag, if this travel agent did this on purpose, knew all along it wasn't 50 minutes, it was more like 15.
15 minutes though, man.
15.